Hey everybody, this is Aaron Hilliard. Welcome to this episode of Mushroom Wonderland. This is kind of a mushroom travel vlog where me and my wife jumped in the car and we decided to head to Glacier National Park in northern central Montana. And we go over the mountain passes in Washington State and we forage mushrooms and eat wild mushrooms along the way. Now we're gonna look at some grizzly bears, and this is a really cool episode, so I hope you stick with us. Make sure to hit subscribe. Thanks for joining on this episode of Mushroom Wonderland.
Welcome to Mushroom Wonderland.
Ooh, look at how beautiful that guy is. This one, Smith's bolete. It's a beautiful mushroom. Very red capped with that reddish stipe. One of the mini boletes that grow around here in the fall. And fall is coming early to the mountains. Beautiful color. This is what my wife found. Look at that. Growing right here, 3,000 feet elevation. Oh, get it from the base.
Good Lord.
See that reticulate stipe? That's a porcini, Boletus edulis. Good find. Wow, these are the prize. This one's a little bit old. I would prefer them to be younger, but I guarantee there's buttons of these around here too, which would be awesome for our camp meal. And you can see that pattern there on the stipe. That's called reticulation. And wow, that is a big one, and it's probably riddled with worms, unfortunately. But porcini are here in the mountains in August. That's freaking amazing. So they're living with the trees here. These are like big spruce and fir. Cool. Looks like my wife found something else. She's got the sharp eyes today, so I'm just following her around. Oh baby, what did you find?
Yeah, look.
That is the prize.
Yep, there she is.
Wow, good eyeballs. Look at this.
I bet that's the first one I've ever found.
Yeah, you want to pick it? Let's hear that sound. Get on underneath. Oh yeah. Oh. Boletus edulis, or the porcini. Look how perfect and young, bug-free. That is gorgeous. So they're out. See that sponge surface under there? No, sometimes you'll find a couple of them together, but oftentimes just chilling alone. That's great. So I got to get my foraging net mesh bag out of my backpack, and I'll clean up the dirt on the bottom with a knife, and we'll just start collecting some mushrooms. Very nice. Right there, another porcini. Oh, that thing is rooted in there. No good. It's past its prime for sure, but another porcini. This little depression down here where the streams run is a good place to look for porcini often. Yep, there was some growing right here, some big boys. They got eaten by something. Right down here in this little drainage, you see this orange colored mushroom. Too bad it's so old. This one, Lactarius deliciosus, named for its delicious flavor, supposedly. And honestly, I've never eaten one of these, but if they're orange with those concentric rings and they do exude some milk, these ones are an okay edible when they're not riddled with bugs and disgusting like that. Umbilicate, pretty cool. Look at this beautiful Russula species right down in here. They really have some nice morphology. Could potentially be edible, but we're not gonna pick it. A lot of russula coming up here. And mycorrhizal mushrooms that are associating with the trees. Really beautiful. Oh, there's another one, kind of more pale violet colored there. Doubt they're the same species. Right in here, look at that Pycnoporellus fulgens. The orange bracket fungi. Pretty common, inedible, really tough, and can kind of look like a chicken of the woods sometimes. So don't be fooled though. They're very dry and not good for eating. Right here is some dyer's mushrooms. Wow, they're all over this log. There's some young ones. These are very handsome looking. These are the velvet-footed packs. Tapenella atrotomentosa. These are dyer's mushrooms. There's a bunch fruiting right here. So I've got a couple collected for the dyer's video I want to make soon. So I won't collect these, but I see them all right there. And these are living on the dead wood. They're really liking it up here. I just dropped that one, but what a handsome little mushroom. And they're doing some heavy-duty helicopter work nearby at the pass. But yeah, look at the pins coming up. Cute. Look how cute that little dude is. Wow, came across some big old Herkin mushrooms. Look at that. That's a bitter bolete. See the blue? Caloboletus conifericola. These guys are bitter, no good to eat. But look at this trio of them growing right here, and they bruise blue real quick. See that? MW, Mushroom Wonderland. See how quickly that starts staining blue. I'm going to take a small chunk of the cap and try that out in a nibble spit test. Oh yeah. Super bitter. You would not want to eat that. But they're cool looking and they're huge. Last year at the Gorge Fungi Foray, I won the largest mushroom contest by finding one of these that was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 pounds just alone. But these are a couple of nice big ones. Now we're spreading some spores, but it's kind of fun to just see how blue they turn. It's a shout out to you, Gordon Walker. All right. Look at what she finds. Ganoderma organense, or the reishi. It's all covered in its spores, but look at that, the lacquered conch. And that chopper over there is insane.
On some dead wood?
Yep, growing on wood.
Lacquer. Makes sense.
Yeah, wow. Made it to Coeur d'Alene. Taking a nice bike ride. It's beautiful here. Day 2, waking up on beautiful Lake Coeur d'Alene with the geese, getting ready to hit the road toward Montana. A few agaricus mushrooms in the lawn here in Coeur d'Alene, but it's pretty dry. Not really looking for mushrooms either, but sure is beautiful here. I really like Coeur d'Alene. Look what I found right here. We stopped in a little place, Wallace, Montana, just at a rest stop. Found some beautiful agaricus. The meadow mushroom, Agaricus campestris. These are good edible mushrooms. See the pink gills? That's indicative of agaricus. It's related to your grocery store button mushroom. These ones have a little bit of scaling on the cap. That's all white. I don't see any signs of yellowing, and they smell really pleasant. Beautiful edible agaricus. Really closely related to the prince, which is a popular edible wild mushroom, or the portobello, cremini, button mushroom that you buy in the grocery store. So A beautiful little mushroom. Happy to come across those. We're going to collect these, and they're going to go into our stir fry tonight. And yeah, liking it. I really love agaricus mushrooms. Dark chocolate brown spore print. Saprobic mushrooms that just live on decaying matter. Look at this. More of the agaricus campestris. That one a little dried out, but these ones right here, beauties. Nice. We don't have to buy mushrooms for our stir fry. Found some awesome meadow mushrooms. Makeshift basket. Oh, and they're in a fairy ring. Look at that. How perfect. In a nice fairy ring. Oh, I bet you this one's got a beautiful pink gills. Look at that. Oh, those ones are buggy and nasty. These ones are all kind of old, but man, there's some really nice ones. Look at those. That's exciting to me. Cool. Mushroom foraging on the side of I-90. Good old Montana with the bears. Here we come. Now we're in grizzly bear country. Now we got our camp all set up here on Flathead Lake, Montana. And excited to get up to Glacier, but it is very dry here. I don't see there being many mushrooms in this area in August.
I think we should do the trail.
This is Flathead Lake, Montana. Beautiful. Huge body of water here. Water is super clear. All right, we're here at Lone Pine State Park in Kalispell, Montana. Came across some other agaricus. These ones appear to have a lot of yellow staining. See the annulus there, very yellow, the cap yellowish. But when I look at the gills, that pinkish color, definitely agaricus. These are saprobic, dark chocolate brown spore print, related to your grocery store button mushroom. But these ones with all that yellow, I would probably consider to be a toxic variety, but handsome nonetheless. I really love that annulus and a scaly yellowish cap. I'm not sure exactly which ones these are, but all that yellowing could be in section Xanthodermii, the lose your lunch bunch, toxic agaricus mushrooms. But growing out here, it's pretty dry, but they're making a living somehow. Kind of cool. And in the morning, we're gonna have meadow mushrooms and onions scrambled into our eggs with bacon, and living pretty good out here. Need a little more butter. You know what I find funny is that when you find agaricus in the wild, it is a choice edible, but most people in mycological communities will scoff if you eat the white button mushroom at the grocery store. It tastes very much the same to me, which is good. Coming into Glacier National Park, and we're having to detour south around Highway 2 to the east entrance. But we're finally starting to see some pretty amazing mountain views. A lot of these kind of vehicles around Glacier National Park, you notice? We're at the Big Tree Lodge in East Glacier. This place looks pretty amazing. All right, we're at the gate for the east entrance of Glacier National Park, and it looks stormy and crazy over there. So we'll see how this goes. All right, we're starting on Loop Trail, heading up into the mountains. All right, encountering the first mushroom that we see in Glacier National Park. Look at that. Oh, cool. It's a bolete. That is a lexinum. You see the scabers there? Probably with the aspen or the poplar that grow here. These are a decent edible. Some people get upset tummies from them, but I'm gonna leave it behind. You see that pore surface, and it's got them little scabers. That's always an indicator of lexinum or lechinum. That's how I used to say it until I heard other people say it, lexinum. There you go. I'm gonna leave that there, but that was cool seeing mushrooms first thing when we hit the trail here in Glacier. Oh, look, another one. What is this? Another lexinum. Whoa. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of those along the way, I think. Beautiful river. Everybody's turning around on this trail because of a grizzly sighting.
This is about 25 feet off the trail, so
Oh, yeah?
just make sure you got your spray handy.
Okay, yeah, we got.
That's a grizzly, you don't.
Okay.
To take it out. Yeah, it starts charging.
All right, I got my bear spray on. We've been warned there's a grizzly up here, up the trail. So, you can't be too safe around here. This place is literally crawling with grizzlies and black bears. And we've been warned the one right up here is definitely a grizzly bear. So, let's see what we got. We're kind of questioning our life choices right now as we walk towards where we've been warned about a grizzly bear. So.
What the hell?
Oh, there's
Oh,
cubs.
babies. Holy shit! And then there's two babies. Baby grizzlies. Shitballs.
They're right here in the bushes somewhere. Hopefully they're going up and away. But it looks like a mama and two cubs. Oh yeah, they're up there on that log.
See, there's something closer.
Wow, that was crazy. We just walked past the mama and her three cubs. She was looking at us, and there was a group of other like tourists that were walking by, but
Look at these berries.
yeah, huckleberries everywhere.
Huge.
So the bears are eating good around here for sure. A little paranoid right now. That was pretty awesome. Never been that close to a wild grizzly.
They're super sweet.
Yeah, they look a little overripe.
Yeah.
Fermented probably.
Woo.
All right, man, we're like 5 minutes into the trail and we already encountered our first grizzly sighting. That's crazy.
One in 10.
Wow. There's your evidence, the bear poo. Kaya's a good tracker. She spotted this. Look at that bear print. That's a pretty nice sized paw. About the size of my hand, heading the direction we're heading. So and there's some muddy paw right there. So this wasn't long ago. Whew. Well, we've been hiking about 35 minutes, seen 2 mushrooms and 4 bears. It's not very forested here though. When the sun comes out, it is cooking on these hillsides. Oh, the trembling aspen. This is beautiful. These trees are unique because they're all one organism. All these trees are probably from the same mother tree, and they have rhizomorphs that run underground, and then all these sprout up, and they're all genetically the same organism. Really cool. And under these is where you're going to find those lexinums. They grow with the roots of them. But it's pretty dry up here. A lot of berries though, man. The bears got a lot to eat. And we're coming into wildflower country, so that's nice. Little mushroom coming out from behind this rock. Look at that guy. I kind of carefully excavate it. It's the same thing, another Lexinum. Dang it. Seems to be all that's really growing here in Glacier, but then again, there's not a lot of cover up here. We're getting up towards the top where the trees stop growing. So there's like a big angry storm up just north of us, but the wind is blowing it that way, it seems like. But man, we're here. Huh?
Going right over us.
Yeah. I might be getting lucky. That's a big storm over there. We just hear the thunder boom, boom, boom. So getting a little dicey between the grizzly bears and the thunderstorms. And the fact that we're not seeing any more mushrooms is really depressing me. So we're looking at this storm. Our timing was a little bad. We're heading back down. This is a pretty brutal hike. The loop trail, a lot of elevation gain. And you don't want to start late in the day when a big storm is moving in. So we're gonna play it safe and head back down. And we'll be back in the park tomorrow. Hopefully doing better trails. Seeing more mushrooms, but we did see a bear, so. That one was like right over our head. Oh, look at this cave. If it really starts coming down, we're hiding in there. Oh, it's right there. That looks wild. Wow. So we're right in the middle of this storm, hiding underneath this cave. This is so cool. But we watch this just surround us and just start pouring. Wow. We survived the storm, heading back down the mountain. And it's beautiful now. The sun's coming through on that hillside. Oh man, before we could get down, another big rain cloud moved in. So we're about to get soaked. Very dramatic weather up here. Not only bears, but we got thunderstorms coming through. Yeah, pretty gnarly here at Glacier. This place is not for the faint of heart. Holy crap. Right? Whose idea was this? Yeah. It's getting wet out here. Hey bear, just passing through. Not looking for no trouble. A couple of more aspen or birch boletes in here. In this little nook. We like it where it's protected down here.
There's more all up in here.
A little more moisture down here. Oh yeah, nice. A bunch of birch bolete or aspen boletes in here. Oh look, here's another one.
There's some up there.
Look at two different little types. What do we got here? Ooh. That's pretty. I think it's a type of Mycena. Those white gills. Gorgeous little saprobe. Just eating some dead matter. There's all kinds of Lexinum in here. And there's some little tiny teeny weeny little mushrooms. Look at those. Oh, look at that nice mycelium right there. Cool. Oh, some nice lichen and some of these peltigeras. So a little bit more diverse down here lower. Very cool. Experience. This is the going to the Sun Road, Glacier National Park. It is the sketchiest road in the country, maybe. There's areas where the rocks stick out and you have to go super slow to get by other cars. No RVs allowed. That shuttle in front of us is about as big of a vehicle as you can bring up here. But it is crazy. So we're finally up here at the visitor center, and my honey spot's this. Look at this. Oh, cool. It's a baby Calvadia puffball. It's all hollowed out by bugs. It's a cool puffball, kind of was. Anyways, yeah, it's a beautiful place up here. Poaching mushrooms. Oh, somebody else popped one right here. There has seriously never been a more ideal camping situation than this. Right outside of Glacier National Park in Montana, right on the edge of the river. The only thing is that bears frequent this a lot, grizzly bears, so pretty much got to keep that bear spray on you at all times. I couldn't be more stoked, man. This is ideal. Really cool. Super stoked. There's like a nice path that goes right over there to the woods. And I got my bear spray on me. And let's go see what's in the forest. Alright, we found this vacant spot with this conifer forest right behind it. We're going to go snoop into here. See if there's any mushrooms growing around here. Ah, our first mushrooms in this little boggy area. Cool, very umbonate. Look at that. Looks like a fiber cap, a species of inocebi growing here in the muck. Mycorrhizal mushrooms. Most of these are toxic. You don't want to mess with those, but I like that little umbo. It's very pointy. You like that one? It's got a cute little nipple on it. So yeah, inocebi. I could tell, you know, the common name of this, I guess, family of mushrooms is the fiber caps, and you can see why.
It's more over here.
I don't even need to look at the spore color to know that this is in the family of fiber caps of the inocebi. Quite a nice little fruiting right here. And something else here. Ooh, this one's actually a decent edible. Lactarius deliciosus. Look at that. Oh, there's a slug right in the center of it, though. He likes that. But you see those rings coming from the inside out, and it's concentric ring pattern, that orange color. This is a Lactarius, a milky cap is the common name of that family, and the gills will kind of milk if you damage them. But yeah, this is a good edible mushroom. But I don't want to eat it after the slug has had its way, so another one. When I damage the gills, you see that reddish color? Right down here, the mica cap, Copernellus micaceus. These guys, the little ink caps. But yeah, Lactarius and inky caps. How exciting. These woods are quite a bit different than what we have in Western Washington. They're a little bit more open. I can see a little bit farther. It's a little less brushy, and there's also game trails in here that I'm following, probably bear trails. So yeah, I can see that some plants are freshly pressed down too, so something's been walking back through here. seen a lot of berries and wildflowers out too. Not a bad place to survive if you had to. But I would warn you about eating berries. You know, eating some of these berries could be really dangerous, but there's also really good wild huckleberry around here. This area is kind of known for its huckleberry. So lots of berries, lots of bear food, and what a beautiful area, man. Like this. What have we got here? A LBM of sorts, a little brown mushroom. Oh, and it's got a ring on it. That is kind of exciting to me. This one of the deadly LBMs, a Foliotina. Foliotina rugosa. There's a dead one right there. Or something close to Foliotina rugosa. So I'm going to slow down and see if I could find some partners to this. But if I carefully get it from the base, see that really pronounced annulus, that ring, and those orange colored gills. This one, Foliotina rugosa or Conosobe rugosa, deadly LBM. And you could tell because of them orange colored gills, but especially that ring on the stipe right there. And they're just a really unassuming little lawn mushroom. So, you know, if you have kids or dogs, this is one that you should be aware of and watch out for. This one's a little bit older. It's just really tan, darkening in the disc and on the margin. But those reddish colored those orange colored gills, orange spore print, and that ring, definite indicator of trouble. How cool. I'm gonna get some nice photos of these for iNaturalist. I love coming to new places and looking for mushrooms and seeing what's out here. Pretty exciting, even though there's just a handful of mushrooms. I'm always excited to see them. So now I'm gonna go back to camp and grab a bite to eat, and we'll get back on the trail tomorrow. I wasn't gonna bore y'all with the cooking details of my non-mushroom containing meal, but we literally have the best camping spot ever. So we're making an attempt to hike to Saia Pass in Glacier National Park. Big difference from down there by the lake where it was pretty moist, mosquitoes and everything. It's kind of desert-like up here. A lot of different little microclimates in the park. Look at that view where we're standing though, oh my gosh. But yeah, there's little pockets where it's lush and green and mosquitoes and muddy. And then there's areas where it's just Mars, but breathtaking. This place is crazy. Some glaciers, the little remnants of glaciers. They said a lot of these are leftovers from a mini ice age that happened from 1500 to 1850, but they're almost all melted now. Interesting. Look at that cricket, he's huge. Wow. They seem pretty clumsy. I don't know what eats those, but they're everywhere up here. There's these wild blueberries that the bears love to eat. And so do I. They're so good. Yesterday on the other trail, they were like overripe. These are really good eating. And these are the areas where the bears hang out, no wonder why. This is like their main diet. So good. See that tongue of yours? Oh my God. Oh, I look like I'm sick or something, but I'm not. I feel better than I've ever felt. Getting up here, we came all the way from the lake down there. It's like, what are you doing in my neighborhood? Getting way up here. It's like Mars up here. I think it's just due to the heavy snowfall most of the year. Just saplings and plants don't get a chance to grow before it snows again and avalanches. But we're up above that glacier now. And we're gonna do the whole through hike. We're down to 1.25 bottles of water. We've got about 16 ounces of water for all the way back down to the lake, which is not smart. But if I see snow, I'm gonna melt some in my empty bottles. And we're gonna survive, so this might turn into a story of survival. So this is at the top of Saia Pass. It's a long ways up. Bears. Whoa. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, it's a big one. Okay. I got him right here. You see? They're having a good old time. Oh, it's a big one. Okay. Got him right here. You see? All right, after having just seen those bears splashing in the lake, we're a little bit on high alert. And I did see a creature up here by this river move kind of toward our path, which is a little sketchy. So, trying to make noise. Coming through, bear. Wow. We are noisy. Yeah, we are scary. We have mace and we'll spray you in your fluffy little face. We see some people carry bells or tambourines with them, but we just make up our own jingle, you know. I swear I saw a big brown animal moving around right down here. So I think we're within the vicinity of a bear, but we're trying to let them be aware that we're here, not over there, and we'll shoot you in your face because we don't care. We are noisy. Yeah, we are scary. We have mace and we'll spray you in your face. Don't be scared of the bear. Be aware. Don't care.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I want to just look right here because it's beautiful. Wow. Boy, I just want to take a drink. So this side of the mountain heading down is beautiful. And it's like a fairy tale over here. But just since we hit the crest of the pass, We've seen at least 7 grizzly bears. So I think the density of the forest over here is probably part of that they can hide better in here, more food, and makes it a little bit sketchy. So we've been singing and chanting and blowing a whistle all the way down. Looks man-made. It's like too perfect. Oh, the bridge is man-made, but this river is unreal. Tell you what, though, that makes me so thirsty hearing that. This forest we're walking through, it just seems to be really moist and lush, but I'm just not seeing anything for mushrooms. It feels like there should be porcini everywhere, but not so much. It's just different here in northern Montana than it is in Washington. I think we might have a little bit better fungal flora, or whatever you want to call it, but this also looks like a great place for morels in the spring. I finally found a little mushroom on this hike. Cracked cap, brownish colored gills, really pronounced annulus. Look at that. I'm not sure what it is. I would venture to guess an agroscopy of some sort. Growing all alone, just the brown gills and that cracked cap kind of make me think agroscopy, and that annulus. It's pretty. So there you go. There's your mushrooms for this hike. We're getting right down here to the end, but I tell you what, it is hard to resist. All these blueberries and salmon berries that are growing right here. These are really good. They're kind of weird how you pick them, but they're like really tart, and sweet, unique. And look at these blueberries. Oh my God. So good. Oh wow, look here, big mushrooms. Oh, cool. I think they're oyster mushrooms, yeah. Pleurotus. More mushrooms. Cool. Right when we're like within earshot of the road, I see mushrooms. What an amazing hike, but not really one for mushroom foraging. Hey everyone, so thanks for joining on that episode as we went to Glacier National Park. Really cool trip. We found some cool mushrooms along the way. So mushroom season is just starting. It's going to be an epic mushroom season. There's going to be so much going on this fall, so make sure to stay tuned, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can stay current on all the videos I'm going to be dropping. And until the next one, much love everyone. Peace out.